Come on. Come on. Come on.
Y'all can Illuminati. The money, the power, the cause, it's crazy. Money, power, the cause, it's crazy. Money, power, the cause, it's crazy. The money, power, the power, the money, power, the cause, it's crazy. The money, power, the cause, it's crazy. The money, power, the cause, it's crazy. So think it's crazy that I'm putting the law first. With all this hard work, got me stressing, it all hurts. So this again intense, confuses, guess who's the author? My message truly invested, infectious, it's called first. The lessons you kept and perfected, the leverage, so who you checking? I eat this for breakfast, don't leave you no extra. Divide with this piece up to Jesus, you gon' need your protection. The heathens be cleaving, don't leave it to beaver. I cut out your speakers, but pour out the secret. You catching your feelings instead of your blessings. Maybe you should leave it alone. I'm bringing your tone, and you ain't gotta pick up your phone like E.T. Only one call away from home. This Bonnie and Clyde for the bride. You gon' see when it rap. Just me and my soldiers in the mix in the heat of the night. You said you doing all right, but it ain't outside. Told you to get this a war when we ready to ride.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Don Illuminati, back with another video. So we back in the building, right? There's a couple of things I want to talk about today. I'm trying to figure out where I actually want to get started at. Where do we get started at? First of all, let's give God some thanks. Give God some praise for keeping you alive in these strange, weird times, right? It's a lot of havoc going on outside. We're going to talk about that as well, man. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and get started with that, man. So I got an interesting story, man. It was something that happened yesterday. I still don't know the outcome of the situation or whatever. But I'm on the phone with my homie, right? One of my homies. You know, he want to be down with everything, right? But, you know, we still got some straightening up to do. Ain't that right? Because, see, I'm on the phone trying to tell him about the conduct, right? Just as I was saying, right? Because I don't want nobody to get it twisted from the video I did yesterday, thinking I'm walking around acting like a bully. Nah, nigga, anybody in this world will get humbled. You must have been crashed you in the back of your head out of nowhere, bruh. Out of nowhere. The Lord will literally send a nigga to bust you upside your head. Don't you understand? You understand it? I don't know if y'all know him like I do. Okay? So I want to go ahead and correct that for the internet's sake. Just so you don't think that that's the way I fucking think, nigga. Because trust and believe me, Doug, I already know how the Most High get down. That's how he get down, right? All right. So don't play with him. Okay? Now, me telling you what I do and how I operate and something, that ain't me playing with it. But I don't want people to get confused thinking that this is about a big and bad thing out here. Because this ain't nobody big and bad. You ain't nobody big and bad, right? And this is all I was trying to say. I'm talking to my homie on the phone, right? And I'm telling him what the Lord was telling me and how we got to have there's instructions and rules and conduct. And it's like if you're not, first of all, the Lord said, be sober and be vigilant, right? Okay, so I'm trying to tell him about this soberness, right? Don't wait till you get drunk and tipsy and then call me on the phone, right? So Jay, if you watching this, now you know who you is, because I'm trying to sugarcoat his name, so I don't have to say his full name, but I got another nigga named Jay. So Jay, I ain't talking to you, all right? But you know who I'm talking to. Listen, bro. Before I could try to finish the conversation, I'm trying to tell you the Lord will move on you like that, right? So what happened was, so he's on the phone with me. I'm discussing the scriptures and the thing that the Lord is telling me. You walking around in public out there, you got me on speakerphone. Okay, whatever. All right, whatever. So I'm aware that you walking around with me on speakerphone. Do you think that's good for you, bro? You was telling me, yo, bro, people looking at me crazy right now, dog. I said, because they know who you got on the phone. You don't listen, bro. You don't. You feel me? I told you to hang up the phone, go in the crib, and you know what to do. You're supposed to go home, go study, say some prayers, and protect yourself, right? I'm trying to get them to understand you don't need to be outside right now. What you doing outside? What you doing? What are you doing out there, right? Okay, listen, that's what I was trying to tell you, homie. Mind you, you ain't sober. You choose me to call out of all people. I'm telling you what happened, bro. I'm telling you because you was ignoring. Your spirit was still closed off of what I was trying to tell you, dog. And he had this, I don't know, man, but I guess it was like attention towards like what I was saying. He may not feel that way, but bro, when you was cutting me off, and I'm trying to tell you where you should be directing your feet at this very moment, that's what you were supposed to do. Another nigga that's not listening to me, nigga literally getting robbed right on the fucking phone, my nigga. I don't even know where he at. You feel me? I ain't heard from him, right? The nigga was on the phone with me. Muggs had snatched out the nigga hand. You feel me? So I'm still talking on there, and I hear a bunch of activity in the back. So I'm like, yo, nigga, where you at? Ratchet Boulevard? You feel me? Like I hear all this ratchetness, all this commotion going on in the back. So I'm sitting there talking to myself, I'm like, yo. And I'm like, yo, what you on the corner of Knucklehead and Ratchet Boulevard, right? So the Muggs was on the phone still. I hear Muggs talking shit about what I said. I'm like, first of all, they only trying to ride on this nigga because nigga, that was a dumb move. Why the fuck did you have me on speakerphone? You see the conversation we talking about right now? Huh? What you was bold yesterday? Huh? So where's my nigga at? Right? I don't know. But he should have listened, right? So listen, bro. I don't know what to tell you, Doc. I would tell you, right? Listen, these things got to be exposed because I want to show y'all how this shit's operating out here, bro. Don't get too comfortable thinking you're going to be protected by a bubble. Not even you calling me, why? That's why I was like, you know, as I was trying to get him to understand that I got another homie that calls me when he's completely intoxicated, right? And I tell him about how I don't feel like being on the phone talking to that, right? Yo, tell me why. I'm telling you right now, Christ gathered up some niggas and snatched that phone right out your hand, dog. That's what happened. I wanted to, nigga, listen. Did I or did I not tell you that? I said, bro, I'm telling you right now, that's Christ doing this. You better get inside, dog. You wanted to fight against that. You wanted to be big and bad today. Well, where you at, bro? Where you at? Look, I checked on the news one time. That was it. I ain't heard from the boy because he probably don't got his phone right now. I don't know what happened to him. You understand? I'm talking about yesterday. Literally yesterday. My man's is on the phone with me. I'm discussing him with how to operate out here. Remember I just did a video yesterday and I told y'all, I said, yeah, when I kind of went into the Wawa, I kind of like dumbed it down a little bit. I said, I ain't sugarcoating shit. You're just not going to, you understand? You ain't nobody stupid, man. So I'm trying to pass that along, my nigga, right? So you want to be bold. Oh, I don't know, but the way I'm feeling right now, it can't be of God. I say, of course it ain't of God, bro. You're under an influence. So whatever you was drinking, that's the influence you under. So at the end of the day, don't blame God for this. Even if He gonna send that for you. Why? Because you gotta notice, I was there warning you, and you wasn't really listening. And I'm like, all right, well, you're gonna be hanging up this phone either way with me, right? Because I'm telling you, the seconds was really ticking, nigga. You see what I'm saying? And I literally was telling this nigga on the phone, like literally like seconds before it happened. I'm like, nigga, because I know who's sending them for you right now. I tell you, you weren't listening. I don't even know what happened. So apparently he got surrounded by a gang full of people, and whatever energy was on you, dog, you gonna check yourself now, right? Because maybe if you ain't got your phone yet, hopefully you could get to watching this video. But this is an example for anybody out there who you think you understand this task that I'm talking about, but you're not listening to me read out all the rules because you're not really with it. I'm just letting you know what the Most High called for, who's conducting the task, whether you like it or you don't like it, right? Right? Because this task ain't necessarily for him. I'm just saying what needs to be done because the Most High is putting out some other things to me. And I'm starting to see a lot of people, they ain't going to favor that. They don't really like it. Well, it's going to be one of these like it or not, or that's what's going to happen. So you're going to move the way you're supposed to move, dog. You feel me? Now, I was talking to God yesterday, and I was like, Lord, He in your hands, ain't He? I know He is. Because He was so closed off. And listen, prayerfully, He's still all right. Because the Lord out there trying to shut eyes, nigga. Lest you see with your eyes, hear with your ears, open up your heart, and convert and be healed. Right? You don't want to do that? You don't want to listen? You don't want to listen? You don't want to listen? Who's next, bro? I don't know. The nigga I'm talking about. Now, if we played or was talking about best friends and shit, right? Because men don't do best friends. But, bro, that's like a brother to me, okay? This is a nigga that I will incorporate as a brother. You feel me? Just from a different mother, bro. You feel me? This was one of the first niggas that was around when I collected my gift. He was one of the first people to know. It literally, the spirit, when God was talking to me, remember I told you when I was high and drunk and I heard from God, that was the nigga that was right next to me. All right? So even him, he understands a lot. So when I'm telling you these things, you should already know, bro, be attentive. You can't be attentive because you're not sober, right? Okay. Well, let me try to guide you in the house, tell you to sit down and read them scriptures, or we can finish this conversation so I can help edify you. But see, you know what alcohol does? It closes the spirit off. That's going to be one of the hardest. If you want to be edified by the Lord, I suggest you be sober. Because I know the Bible says be sober and be vigilant, right? But it ain't just to be vigilant. As I told you, look, we all might have a drink here, right? Okay. But I understand because I might have drinks too, right? All right. But let me tell you something. If I drank, right? And then I try to do a video, I could pray to the Lord and everything. Lord, please touch me with your spirit. And nigga like, no, excuse me. The Lord is like, no. The last time I even tried that, the Lord told me you're in use. So I'm like, what does this mean? You're not going to let me, I can run it, but it ain't going to come out right. And I prefer not to do that because I don't want to get up here and make a fool of myself. So I literally need the Spirit of God just to do these videos every time. I pray before this one, right? I pray before all my videos. I ask the Lord, put your spirit in me, say what you want to say, and let me check out. And you know, most of the time when that's happening, right? Cause say a lot of times I don't pray before the joint, right? But I could just get up there and do it, but not with that or any substances, right? Most of the time when I pray, the Lord got me on here turned up, bro. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even get up with that kind of energy, bro. I wasn't even feeling like that. Like, what? That what you want to keep using more? You want to yell and scream. You using me for a loudspeaker. That's what you're doing. And all the time, when those things are coming out, I don't have the energy. Me, y'all have no idea. I know it look all crazy and this, that, and the third, but when as soon as I turn these lights off, dog, I swear it's like all my energy just goes, boom. And I'm like, well, that's it. He did what he had to do, and shoo, I'm telling you, it's not like he leaves me with that all day. I don't. As soon as I turn it off, it's gone. And when I say gone, immediately, right? Just like immediately jumps in when I turn it on. And I'm like, hey, yo, I could kind of get used to this spirit thing. But that's why I need to let y'all know. Don't be thinking that you're going to get up here and keep pointing fingers at me. When I'm up here being utilized by the spirit, you never know when the spirit of God's going to get up here and yell and scream and pull up whatever scriptures. If it's coming with scriptures and stuff, boy, like today, dude, you know that's got to be God. I want you to take a look up at the screen real quick, because this is what we're going to talk about today. Like I said, I actually had something that I want to talk about. It's very important. I really wanted to wait and hold off on this message. So I did the other video yesterday, right, pertaining to this message. I'm just going to skim it, outline it, right, for the understanding of the people who already view this channel. But I don't want to put too much out right now, dog. As a matter of fact, and I'm not, listen, unless the Lord makes me, like, make me do it, because I ain't going to want to. I'm like, Lord, I'm giving all these mugs freebies out here. I'm giving out so many freebies out here. What's to say somebody that got a bigger channel come by and snatch all of the work that you gave me and then go present themselves as if it's coming from them, like they did this research. Nah, we not doing that. So I'm fucking holding back on a lot. I'm going to hold back to the Lord. Hey, Lord, hey, we can all die. Fuck it. That's how I'm saying it. Because I'm not giving nobody the opportunity to snatch what I put so hard in. I've been working. The Lord saying he ain't going to let that happen. But you'll make it look like it's happening just to piss me off. But I'm just letting you right now, if it even look like that's happening, boom, turning this shit off, dog. I'm turning it off, dog. I'm not here for people to snatch the gift that God has given me. Now, I didn't unveil this stuff. Nobody else did, okay, that I'm unveiling. I don't want to go too much further. I really don't. Because I know what I'm seeing is getting ready to change everything y'all knew about the Bible. You understand? Hey, man, this is the real division of Christ. Hey, if I'm coming out of the Bible, I'm going to come from the Bible, son. I ain't even coming from no apocrypha, no book of Enoch, nigga. I'm coming straight from the Bible with everything I do. I don't need the other stuff. I don't. I don't even need barely the Bible. I need a Bible to put the message off to y'all, right? But as far as the task, man, I can hear God. I can hear him, dude. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you don't even get it twisted. But even on this floor right here, sometimes when I'm done doing videos, man, I don't use no bed. I got soft beds everywhere. I don't even want to sleep in them like that no more. I've been sleeping on the floor lately to keep it 1,000 with you. No pillow, no nothing. I'm liking the fact that I feel great when I sleep on the floor. That's all I can tell you, man. It's almost as if somebody was full body massaging me all night, and I just wake up and I don't feel tension in my muscles. I don't feel anything like that. You feel me? When I sleep on soft shit, I wake up hurt, bruh. But when I sleep on hard stuff, then I wake up feeling very, very good. Very good, okay? And I feel more energy. I definitely do, all right? Why? Because I feel like the stress of the pain on my muscles from being dipped and dodged in the bed and all that is creating stress as I'm trying to sleep at night. You feel me? Like my body it's something about my muscles is still being tensed. When I'm on the floor, I feel like I'm sleeping on a cloud. I'm just saying, listen. Maybe if you do it for the first night, it's going to seem uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, this floor is hard. Dude, give it like 2 or 3 nights, bro. Give it like 2 or 3 nights. I'm telling you. You're gonna melt into the floor, bro. You're gonna melt into the floor. And y'all probably like, yo, what? I want to know what else happened to your friend. We don't know what happened to my friend. I told you what's happening. I told you how to operate out here, right? And also, it could be because of the fact that my spirit, Christ himself, that was speaking through me to him, could have been very annoyed. And I'm telling you, I was trying to tell him, because I started feeling it. After you were saying what you're saying, I told you what it was, and then I'm like, I'm feeling it. I can feel the atmosphere he's around, and I know who's doing. I said, bro, you better get in the house, bro. Stop being outside portraying. Don't do that. We ain't portraying nothing. You ain't even in the mode to be talking like that. You are under an influence. How we discussing? What are you discussing right now? I'm trying to tell you, we can't even have this conversation for the most part right now. I'm trying to have a different conversation with him on the sober and vigilant part. More reason why you want to stay sober, right? Especially in this season, okay? For the most part, number one, like the Bible said, of course, be sober and be vigilant. But let me tell you another important thing. Very, very, very important. It's pretty much the same thing. Your spirit's going to be vigilant for you, right? Which is going to cause it to accept the word of God when it's coming in too. You feel me? But if you're not on your P's and Q's and you drunk and there's all this edification going out in the world, all your spirit doing is ignoring it. That's going to get y'all killed, bro. You understand? And even at this point, I'm like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? God willing, I don't got to get back up on here and give y'all no bad news. You feel me? But I do know that there's days coming that we all going to have bad news because we all try to reach out to certain people that didn't want to listen. That just, their mouth just kept going, and because their brain is going, whatever the situation, it's usually us Israelites. Now, he's not the tribe of Judah. He's from Ephraim. You understand? But it's like I said, it's still like a brother from another mother for me, right? So I'm trying to get him to understand what's going on and what's about to happen to us, to the Israelites, the 2/3. And I wanted to show him the list that God gave me. And I didn't want to say what's supposed to happen with this list, but I got a list for y'all that I probably should go get. Matter of fact, I am about to go get it. Give me a second. Give me a sec. this is what I got so far. It is crazy because I was like, what? The first thing I heard was grapist. And I'm like, what about? You feel me? He didn't say nothing. He just said, grapist. I'm serious, dog. This was literally like 2 days ago. I was sitting on the couch. I'm passing out. I'm dozing off. Going to the sex D's. I hear this word. Boom. And I wake back up. Whoa. Hold up. God, what you messing with me now? Right? And he said that, right? So I'm like, all right, what about it? I can't know the rest about it until I go get a pen. Because I know he about to say something else. I'm like, all right, let me. I'm like, all right. I'm getting ready to take a nap in the middle of the day. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right? I'm like, all right, let me go get a pen. Boom. I end up writing all this stuff down. So I got the pen and I'm waiting. Like, really, dog? What was that about then? All right, I'm going back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Boom. I get back up and literally just, I don't know, but started writing all these things down. It was like he didn't even tell me nothing this time. The rest. He just literally took over my hand, and I felt like I was getting, I don't know, I don't want to say annoyed. I wasn't getting annoyed. I was just like, what's going on, man? Lord, what are you doing? What is this? Lord, is this really you, bro? Like, come on, man. All right, so this is what I got, man. Grapists, murderers, people who kill people, sorcerers, atheists, PDF files, self-wrath, homosexuals, adulterers, fornicators, drunkards, covetous, idolaters, witches, mediums, voodoo priests, false prophets, slanders, harlots, Jezebel, cannibalists. This is what I got so far. I'm like, Lord, is there more? There is. But he had me to know, like already knew type. But I didn't know that if it was going to be on the list or not. But I already know such a things, right? Like, what about the people who eat this and that and the third? When you said there will surely be going to the lake of fire. I don't know about that, right? Ain't right. What is that, right? So the people know the word, okay? But when it's time for judgment, these things are on the list. And these are familiar spirits to the spirit that I think the Lord hates, Christ. Or it's almost like, I think, a mirror reflection, because he can only do what, you know. So if y'all hate him, then it's like, well, you know, I don't think y'all know where that type of comes from. Like, he created hate, my nigga. You feel me? You can't hate. You hate the spirit of God. The spirit of God, like, cool. You feel me? I'm telling you, dog, the creator, he like, you hate me? Cool. You feel me? And he just kind of let him just, man, he look, man. So the carrying spirits that are familiar, he called these carrying spirits. Like, I know all these carry spirits, fornication got spirits, but these are called carrying spirits, like ones that I guess are carried around or something, right? But they're also tied to the familiar ones. So he pointed out this. The first one was murderers, homosexuals, witches, mediums, voodoo priests, and Jezebels. I was just like, you know, so I'm asking the Lord a lot of questions. I'm asking him a lot of questions. He's revealing to me a lot of answers. If there is more, he will be putting it down here. I like, you know, we could sit here and say, yeah, well, you probably made up that list yourself. No, I didn't make the list up myself. All those things are actually described in the Bible, dog. You feel me? As things that you ain't supposed to do. Okay? So maybe like I said, because remember I said we need to get a list of the sins? I think we got them. I think we got them. Remember I said, if it ain't nothing on this, then don't be sitting there telling people they're going to be going to hell and this, that, and the third. And that's why I was asking them about that one, the eating John. Like, I still don't know about that, right? I know that it says that all who partake of the swine will take place in the lake of fire. So I'm going to make sure I include that to it, but he didn't have me put it down on there. So I don't know. Right? Okay. So, because I asked, and then I'm just like, it's just this still moment, bro. And it's like, whenever he done with you, you could be like, Lord, are you finished? He ain't gonna say, yeah. You just ain't gonna hear it from him in like 2-3 weeks, maybe months. You feel me? He don't say, that's it, or nothing. He just goes, and that's it. All right? So that's what it is. If he comes back and remind me of something, it'll be here. I will put it back out. I'll promise you like this. For whatever it is he's constructing, he's gonna have me with whatever it is I need for whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. This is why I'm used to this. Trust me, I'm starting to get even more used to it. Cause I'm like, look, he running the whole thing. Y'all can think that I'm out here doing any of this, but I'm not. All right, or seeing any of this, but I'm not. Okay, let's look up at the screen before I continue to run my mouth. Cause see, this is what's happening in the Israelite community. There's Israelites that are going to be judging their whole Israelite community. Nobody is going to be judging Israelites besides the Israelites. Now, this judgment day for the whole world. Who gets judged first? The Israelites. Who does the judging? Israelites. Okay? Because the Spirit of God is going to be in his people doing them things. He's not going to put his Spirit in the Gentiles and do those things. That's not what he's ever done. That is never what he's ever done. Mind you, like I said, when he told me to yesterday morning, he said that we are in oppression because of the people who are doing these things on this list. He got us all locked up because of these mugs. Until we judge them, then we can be free. We must judge them to get free. We can't wait for them to judge them. He doesn't call for them to judge them. He calls for us to judge them. Do you understand that? So until you fake men get up, and honestly, we have to come together to the community, right? Mind you, those men, the armies that follow behind him, they're following behind him. You niggas is not taking the lead. You don't have the instructions. You're going to have to follow that one man, because the one man got the instructions. Now, if this becomes about a jealousy thing, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Half them dudes in the purple might be out of here. Like I said, they going to be with the 2/3, a lot of them. Why? Because y'all can't tell them which ones is, they understand the word and all that, all now, right? Yeah, till y'all niggas got to follow that one man. Now how many of you got a problem? You got a problem? You got a problem? Because you won't be doing this job. You are following this guy for a reason. And if you're not following the instructions, God himself is going to wipe you clear, smooth out. And if it got anything to do with it, if I'm in the vicinity, well, you know, I'm going to just be doing my job here. So I'm hoping not to have no problem with none of these Israelite Hebrew brothers, right? Because these are the ones going to have to listen, okay? They the closest out here, and they ain't got their leader yet. Now, we're not going to sit here and say that one dude that I showed you the other day is the leader, my nigga. I'm telling you right now, he's not. The nigga can't even go out there and do shit right now. Remember, the nigga out there, he got blood on his vesture. That ain't old head, y'all. You understand me, Doug? You understand? All right. So y'all following somebody else right now. I'm going to assume he's a lot younger. I'm about to say older again. I messed up the other day. I'm going to assume he's a lot younger than the guy who actually set them all up. Dude put in his work. And he's been putting in a lot of work for a lot of years, man. Okay? So the Most High is doing things, right? So you feel me? You feel me? So I'm listen, I'm probably brand new to the activity that they know about. That's in the Bible. But I'm not new to the activity of understanding that Most High had a job specifically for me. And it's probably why he didn't let me learn all the shit that they learned as he trying to teach me who I am by myself. All by myself. No word, no Bible, no nothing, no scriptures, no nothing. He made me learn by myself. I'm starting to see why he did that. I'm starting to see. So he knew, so I know that I stand alone for the most part. I'm not necessarily with them. They're with me. You feel me? Yeah, I was among them, right? Son of Man is among them. Bro, I didn't know that I didn't know that the task that God told me that I was gonna be doing. I was already up for it. I've been telling the whole world about my task. My whole world, family, everybody knows what my task is. I've been telling them, right? But now I gotta tell them like, hey, yo, don't this sound kind of strange how that task I've been telling you about, yo, that shit matches up with this shit. Don't it? It's just that it's without all the instructions, you would have never knew it was me. Because I ain't even know all that was in the Bible. But now, God told me that was, and now he's giving me all the instructions. So how do we not have proof over here, my nigga? Huh? How do we not? Listen, I already knew, though. I already knew that I was going to be who the Lord told me. I don't want to tell y'all. I don't. But it's reminding me. That's why I said I was like, you feel me? I'm like, well, what's up with Jesus? Because, I told God this. This is what I told God. I said, Lord, you not about to have me up here being no false prophet, dog. I'm telling you right now. If you got to prove to me that I can be able to prove to them, or I ain't doing it. And man, it gave me every scripture that I could find that he could give to me. That's why I got it now. And that's why we understand now. Hey, yo, somebody been lying to us out here about these beliefs, dog. Jesus Christ himself trying to point out this other nigga, dog. Like, God, niggas don't even know. That's why I was like, yo, I got happy again. Why? Because you find out that it's not Jesus' job and it's back yours. Yeah. Yes. It was going to piss me off, bro. Why? Because then obviously it was a devil talking to me. You understand? I was going to be so mad I didn't waste all these years of my life listening to this nigga just to run into that and y'all niggas be right and I'm wrong. Nah. Y'all wrong, dog. And it ain't even Jesus, nigga. That's not who coming to do the task, bull. That job was set out and laid out for me. I don't have to be, you feel me, like, feel embarrassed to try to tell y'all something like that, because I might as well have told you that I wasn't gonna tell you I'm Jesus, nigga. That's one thing for sure. You feel me? But when it comes to the Son of Man, like, hold up, the Son of Man ain't him. So that's why that nigga job matched what you told me the whole time. Well, let's get it popping in. What else do we need to know? What else? So I'm asking them extra questions. I'm like, I'm gonna speed the factor up, right? Because this one man got to get all the instructions, man. What else is we waiting for because of this one man? Why he ain't been introduced to them yet? Because he ain't ready to be introduced to them yet for whatever reason. I still got more information he got to tell me. There's something else that he needs to tell me. And then as a matter of fact, there was a question that I asked him today that I also know, like, hold up, whoa. Also, too, Lord, before we do this, I actually got some more questions, too, that I need answers for, or I ain't going to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Still. So, you feel me? And the Lord's like, yup, ask away. That's why I told you, young boy, because you don't want to ask the right questions, so you're going to get the right answers, right? Because you're dealing with a boss, and you try to make sure you ain't going to get your head pilt out here, so you're going to ask all the right questions, right? You did right I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, I came here knowing the boss would take you out. I'm trying to let the boss know you picked the right dude for the job to get that ish done. Period. That's what I'm worrying about. If not, I'll take my damn self out. I'll do you the favor, Doug. Let me prove to you that I'm going to be the dude that can do exactly what you asked to do out here. I don't give a damn if I'm up against 10 billion people, nigga. Bring it then, y'all. Bring it. All of y'all. Hey, y'all going to have to help me on this channel, too. Even if it's like 40 of us versus the whole world. Y'all niggas ready? Huh? Well, if you ain't, I am. And remember this. If I got to do this all by myself, remember, you ain't got no world left. You're going to be destroyed. Y'all going to start up. Y'all going to get wiped out. Y'all going to be wiping each other out. God said he's going to do that to y'all. He'll make this whole world, the whole world in themselves, duck. So, you feel me? I'm trying to be careful now, I guess, about what the words I'm saying. I'm really trying to get that part. I told the Lord, too, and say, Lord, yo, what's up with the, I know that, you had to deal with this dude with these unclean lips, but that dude don't want to have unclean lips. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that, right? So as far as that, because, I done prayed about it many times and came up here and I get we trying to keep the prophecy like this, that, and the third, but dude, if it's I got the will to also want to change certain things too. You feel me? Like just because, right? So I'm praying for that still, regardless of what the scripture's saying. I know who I am, but I'm still praying to have clean lips, period. All right? Because I want my lips to be clean, bro. You feel me? And I'm like, Lord, how are we going to do this? Because I said, and that's why I told the Lord, I said, you know what else I got a thing with you with? Because every time I sit there and I pray to you, and then you jump in me or something, you put this spirit on me, and I'm like, I know that's the spirit. I can see it moving. I'm like, why you allow me to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like, he ain't worried about that, man. That's all I got to tell y'all. He ain't worried about that, and he specifically put that up for a purpose, for whatever reason, bro. So if I can't, be perfect for you guys, I'm going to have to let you know, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. All right? So be sorry for your damn self, because you got to turn the message off, because you got sweet, cute little ears. And I'm sorry that, well, it doesn't, you still talking. You still talking. You still talking about how I talk. Oh, so you know what? So you want to turn it off because, I can't have that vibe for today. Well, you know what came with that vibe, motherfucker? Information that you needed to know. So keep skipping the vibe, because this vibe is going to be here. This is how he's deciding he wants to use it. And I'm telling y'all, it gets a hell of a lot more turned up than that. Okay? I'm telling you what I know. Oh, I'm going to let my peoples get up here and tell you. I can't do that because I am not on a mission to be spazzing right now. I am on a mission to teach. Once you niggas start coming at my neck about what I'm preaching, I'm going to show you that I could spaz in a whole nother way, and I ain't even got to get angry. Because if Shorty was here to tell you, she'd be like, yeah, everything that y'all probably aware of, that's not even how he is. That's not even how he is. And it's not. I'm telling you. Feel me? But tell him, Shorty, when it really go down, yeah, he doesn't even act like that at all. You don't get any reaction out of him. It's just action. There's no reaction. There's no response. You see what I'm saying? At all. So all the yelling and the screaming you think that I would be doing if I had to face off at somebody, I don't do that. I don't even act like that. I'm like this really cool, comic. The Bible says something about be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. Yeah. In the moment of, until you can break down that wall that they got. You feel me? You gotta allow them to believe that you're not capable of any harm at all. And you gotta know how to switch on to that persona. Can you do that to save your life? Cause I can. Remember, you dealing with an ex-kingpin, nigga. I done been in many situations where you gotta turn certain things off and turn certain things on. You feel me? But it's time to turn it off to confuse the enemy, right? Because if you walking around like my man did yesterday, boop, boop. Let's pray to God, boys, we don't got to call a casket for this nigga right now. Because you out there with the wrong energy. I hear that. I get that. You understand there's things about the Israelites and all this, that, and the third. But, bro, you're literally one of them. You're an Israelite. You better remember that. You better remember that. This is Christ trying to show you, nigga, you're not safe when this goes down. You was not listening to what I was saying. You was literally abruptly taken off. The nigga was raptured off the phone yesterday. I'm telling you, my nigga got raptured right off the phone with me, bro. He was taken by the Lord. I'm telling you. I ain't mean to laugh at you, bro. You should have been listening, man. You should have been listening. You can't, now you got to remember the word that I was trying to tell you in your ear. Like literally, right before it happened. Like, these niggas on the line heard me saying that they know who I am, and they like, yeah, we do. And watch this. Bro, let's go circle my nigga up, dog. I don't know, they probably beat him up. Last thing I heard him say, nigga told me, he was like, call the cops. Call the cops. That's the last thing I heard him say on the phone, dog. So, and I know I was like, yo, I heard call the cops. What the fuck? What is going on out there? I'm going to tell you like this. While he was on the phone with me, it was literally, I kid you no lie, situation after situation. Like, nigga, don't you get it? Hang the fuck up with me. Hang up. Don't y'all get it? You got to ask Shorty, because she'll tell you certain things too. Well, these things ain't starting to happen to me until I came around you. And now people pestering her and cutting her off in traffic, the street theater stuff, all that, man. And it was like, literally, people like this, they would try to, like when I first met her, she tried her best not to see the type of things that I was talking about. And guess what? Until we together, and look, all the energy get off of me, right? All the BS energy and onto her. She's Spanish too, mind you. Now, I'm not dealing with the demons. We're together, mind you. They all coming at her neck. You see it now, don't you? Act like you ain't see that. Now you see it now. Now we can talk about it now, right? Oh, all right, yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Because you're not going to sit here and pick me out like I'm crazy, dog. You feel me? So she experienced plenty of it. And I mean, when I say plenty of it, go ahead. She can talk the story now. You feel me? But people like that, you wouldn't have known until, I don't know if it's I remove veils or they could see the spirit that I'm putting in these people and they don't like it. Because when I start putting certain information into certain people, it kind of changes their day. And I told people like that, I said, look, I'm sorry, y'all, but the fact, y'all probably going through some stuff in the background too. And you know why? Because you're getting this message. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of these circumstances is going to save your life. It's either this message or the shit in the background. Which one you think? Which one it look like is trying to save your life, right? And that's why those things in the background want you so bad. They don't want you to have any more of this message. So I'm going to tell you like this. Your phones, your algorithms, they're going to play against y'all heavily after you watch my videos. You understand? They're going to feed you other ideology, other stories, other ifs, that's, this, what, if, can be, nope, yeah, just like my man yesterday. Yo, whatever y'all watching out there, and it reminds you of things that I'm talking about, please bring it to me. Let me check that shit out real quick. So I'm going to tell you if it's right or wrong. Fast, bro. Real quick, dog. Shout out the homie in the comment section, God Will Rise, because we just experienced that yesterday. And it happens fast, don't it, bro? Because the Lord ain't playing around with edifying his sheep. He's not. He don't play around. He don't let that one sheep go bad the wrong way. Hold up. Is something wrong with your throat? You know what I mean? What's going on? Check it out. Are you hungry? What's going on, right? They don't just sit there and leave you hanging. You see what I'm saying? It's something very wrong about that. That is a false prophet. If you got sheep and you call yourself a shepherd, because you literally do that when you out here and you say, I'm the person that's going to give you this spiritual information and all that, right? Right. But you ain't giving them all the information. You are known to be a false prophet. Christ is going to kill your ass, bruh. I am not sugarcoating shit when I say that. He ain't playing with you, boy. He ain't playing. And this nigga is watching you all day playing. He's watching all you Israelites that's playing. He know the ones who really want to put that word out. We still haven't heard certain messages from certain fucking people. And that is where he's waiting to hear. The message Jesus told you to preach, man. And you ain't preaching it. So they got to go. You know why? Because they ain't moved with the Spirit of Christ. The Spirit of Christ, tell them put that mic down. The season of putting the mic down is getting ready to start happening soon. He's allowing people like me to warn them. They still up there doing it, y'all. So guess what? They're going to die, and you're not going to see them again. And I'm going to get up here, and I'm going to praise the Lord, and I'm going to show y'all, and I'm going to tell y'all. And guess what? We're going to eat up all they fucking fan base. That's what's going to happen. That's how we're going to get their fans. That's how we're going to get the traffic. The people that they're going to die. They're going to die. And then when we get up and we tell them why they're dead, they're going to come to us. And we're going to eat all of your shit. All of it. All of it. So get your last meals in now. I know the way Christ's working out here. He literally took my homie off the phone yesterday. I feel like I don't even want to pray to the God because he was revealing to me as he was doing it, so I revealed to him that it was God doing that, turning all those people's heads. I said, bro, but if you think just because I'm telling you that's God do that, I'm telling you to get in the house. Because you think you believe in God right now? You ready to stay out there and see how much God's your friend right now? He didn't listen to me, y'all. He didn't listen, y'all. Do I got to give another bad story? I hope I don't. Because that's going to be on, I'm going to be working on my other hand now of how many people that I warned that ain't literally here no more. And then I would literally brace myself to hear anything about this story. But I'm trying to wait a couple hours. I can't contact him. How am I going to contact him? I don't even know where he lived. He literally just moved. Because he was kicked out of wherever he was at or whatever, right? I don't know, kicked out or time was up, something like that, right? So he had to move. He literally told me he only been in that place where he was at for 3 days. He said, yo, and it's already starting, bro. I'm like, what's already starting? You know what I mean? I guess people that where he's at in the vicinity, even in the crib. I'm like, yeah, but you didn't got to be all hanging around the house. You can be in your room. So you got TV in there? I'm like, good. What you do? You calling me and say, yo, what you doing, yo? You coming? Nah, I ain't coming out. That's what I told him yesterday. I'm staying my motherfucking ass in the house. Yeah, Then you explaining all this BS that's going on. I said, yeah, that's exactly why I stay my ass in the house. Because if I was out there, I'd be there had to pop them up. He's like, yeah, that's kind of what I want to do right now, but I ain't even got to join me. If I did, I'm like, see, you talking dumb right now, bro. Bro, what are we talking about? God or you and your self-rat shit? Right now, bro. I done read 2 things off the list right now that you in the midst of right now. How you going to get away from this? I literally read you the list before that shit even happened to you, Doug. And told you to turn your feet around. Wherever you going, go back home now. I told him, the Lord is saying, be sober and be vigilant. I was giving him all kinds of scriptures. I went from talking about this to talking about his particular moments. Right? Even though I got these other lessons and stuff, right? When it was time to attend to a sheep that is getting lost in your face, but it's only so far you're going to go as a shepherd. Your reach is only but so far. Mind you, we on the phone here. So my arms is only short T-Rex style right now, brother. And if you was around me, I would not let you be conducting yourself like that. Because that's not what we do. Remember, we got to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. At least make it look that way when you in the vicinity of. Nigga, you surrounded by demons, nigga. What you thought? Wait, oh, you was gonna do something, right? So you want to skip two or three gathered in the midst. You ain't even got the Lord with you. You got the Lord against you, dog. What are you doing? I'm trying to tell you right now. But you letting that drunken spirit take over so much is, yeah, but, you know, man, well, what I think is, stop thinking. Y'all thinking gonna get y'all niggas bet. That's why I said, when I'm around, let me talk and listen. Y'all just don't listen. So same to my homies. I gotta warn y'all. If y'all not even listening to me, you're gonna die with them. You're gonna die. I'm sure Christ is proving that to you right now. You're not safe. Okay? You're not safe. And that's just that, man. A lot of y'all gotta stop. Y'all really gotta stop challenging the words that are coming out of my mouth, man. I'm trying to feed people on this YouTube for a season of things they need to know. And y'all niggas is still trying to rebuttal with shit. What are we doing out here? Don't we got enough to follow? Don't we? What else do we need to get into the wilderness? Other information? It ain't that information we need out there. We need this. We don't need to be exploring shit. Not even with our own 2 feet. We not exploring what the Lord's gonna do. Or if these things are really happening and taking place right now. No, we're not going to do that. These things is happening right now. Okay? And the Lord will surround your ass and will get your ass up out of here. Do you understand? And he will use what he want to use. Just as I told y'all. Now, yes, it could have been the demons tampering and this and the third. But let me tell you who called the go on that. Okay? Because the demons can't do nothing to you. Y'all gonna say, yeah, well, it's because he had this, that, and third. No, it wasn't necessarily just because he was drunk, which, yes, you're gonna attract other demons. They're gonna be in you, and then you can get yourself caught up out here, right? Especially with drunk demons, right? But it was the fact that you were on the phone with me and you weren't listening. I was literally giving you the Spirit of God. The Spirit of God's trying to speak to you right now. You're closed. You're closed off right now. As much as he knows about the word of God, and he can even go back and forth with me with scriptures, and it's always the what if and yeah, well, I don't know about that because also it could be this or that, and it's he's kind of like one of them type of people. Now let's see if he could get the message of how the Lord don't give a fuck about all that what if shit. You gonna ask now, what if that was the Lord? Nigga, I'm telling you that was the Lord. Because the only person is able to give permission to do such things is Christ himself. The Holy Spirit of God. You better start listening to me when I say that. You better listen when I tell you that the Holy Spirit name is Christ, bro. Y'all gonna get messed up by him. He don't care. Y'all disrespecting him, dog. I'm telling you what he telling me. He telling y'all to do. He gonna do to you. You're gonna X your ass out. You better recognize who he is, man. You better know him, bruh. You don't know? If you ain't trying to listen to the ones he sent to give you the message, and you still thinking you know something else, or you want to pertain it to that, and you're not listening. Everything that I tell you, when I tell you it's important that you need to know this, it's very important so you don't die out here. You still believing that Christ is Jesus, you're gonna die. Don't you? You don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it. All right. Don't think that it's a threatening message because you want to believe in Jesus. No, that wouldn't happen to the Israelites here. You're allowed to, you can believe in where, right? It's the ones over in the other countries, the Gentiles. I need to let these people know. When God said he would use the wicked to judge the wicked, dude, that's the new world order, my nigga. When they giving everybody chips, they already being prejudged, okay? Because they have taken their sign of denial of the Lord God, okay? They done denounced them already, okay? So they judged themselves. That's what they did. Why? Because they sold themselves out, man. When they used the wicked to judge the wicked, you got Elon Musk and nigga, look who they are. CERN and everybody got part of this project with these chips and all this. Nigga, you don't call that wicked? Okay, who they about to give it to? All the people that was left behind here. Why they left behind? Because they ain't make it with Christ, right? They didn't get killed off. If they get killed off for Jesus, right? Well, all the Christians will be dead. And then they'll run their earth for 42 months. God is giving them wicked motherfuckers their time to have this earth. This is why he even letting the damn dragon out of the sea. He's letting them have their time. Y'all niggas need to mind your fucking business, bro. That ain't none of y'all business. That ain't even our business. So stop putting us in there. Like we gonna be running from these niggas and shit. We're not there, man. Okay? That ain't got nothing to do with us. Okay? And if bombs start crashing and all this other, that is nothing to do with us either. I'm giving you the prophecy for us. When all that other shit happens, you guys, we are not here. We are in the wilderness. You don't need to be worrying about what's happening here in America. These niggas get stuck the fuck up and jack, nigga, for the whole shit. Then we come back and jack the whole world, nigga. You talking about? And I'm not telling you Jake jacking these niggas. You feel me? You just ain't gonna be here to see it happen. So don't worry about what's happening. The white people that having dreams about bombs going on, that's because they still here, nigga. They didn't have a wilderness to go to. Their court didn't have a temple, remember? So they the ones saw all that shit. Y'all stop talking about that, because that ain't your fucking business. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, Doug. But everybody want to continue. You done heard what I said. Why don't you go prove the word out? This is why y'all niggas so dumb. Because anytime I done heard even what false prophets said, I'm like, I'm going to go check that nigga out. Nope, he wrong. Why don't you go try to fact check me? Y'all niggas is scared to fact check the fuck out of me because you know you're going to run and fucking find the truth. And you don't want to deal with the truth. You don't. Because if you did, you would be over here, you'll be edifying yourself with the truth, right? The correction, and you would present it to your fucking sheep. But that ain't what you decide to do. So I feel like everybody that follows y'all niggas, I think y'all deserve it that many times over for every soul that you are confusing and getting took to hell. I think you should suffer the punishment that many times. So if y'all niggas got 10,000 motherfuckers that's fucking seriously following you, right? I think you need 10,000 fold of your punishment. 10,000 fold, not 10, nigga, 10,000. I think that's fair, man. I think that's fair. As a matter of fact, I think, you know, all them people gonna go with him because that's what Christ said. And I'm like, oh, well, because if it was my suggestion, I would be like, you know what? We should allow them people to get off scot-free because it wasn't their fault. He don't care. He don't care. He know that he been putting things in those people that watch these fools out here. He puts stuff in their background all the time for them to see the truth. They deny the truth. So birds of a feather flock together. There ain't no fucking sheep over there. There ain't no shepherd over there. They all birds. And we going to leave that shit for the birds. Because that bullshit is for the birds. You feel me? So I wanted to say something about this real quick before we go. Because thus saith the Lord, execute ye judgment and righteousness and deliver the spoil out of the hand of the oppressor. So we know it ain't the oppressor, right? So now who he talking about execute judgment? The oppressor? Okay, so he's going to tell the oppressor to execute judgment and righteousness, right? And the oppressor being righteous, right? And deliver the spoil out of the hand of themselves. Nah, he talking to the Israelites, dog. This is who judged, because this is who's being judged. Okay? So it's saying in this judgment of the Israelites, the first thing it says is do no wrong, right? So these are the things that are going to be wrong. Number one, what you see there, do not do violence to the stranger. The stranger are the Gentiles. I want you to see the definition of stranger as well, because I pulled that up too. So let's get you that. You see that right there? Definition of a stranger. In the biblical context, a stranger generally refers to a non-Israelite, a foreigner, or an outsider to the convental community, often described as strangers to the covenants of promise. Okay? So, listen. So it's either this, y'all. It's either this. So, Gentiles, listen, pay attention. Either you're a stranger or you're not. Understand? Because if you're saying that you're not a stranger, then you about to get judged like hell, baby. You understand that? Hey, but that ain't what he said. Because you guys are strangers, and you guys going to go with this scripture, right? I mean, we're not doing violence to the stranger, okay? Right? Remember, if you're a stranger, you're a Gentile. Remember, for the Gentiles, there is no temple in their court. This is why they're still down here. The dragon, when he came out the sea, he was only coming for the Israelites. He didn't come for y'all. That's why y'all still was down here. Okay? And he's like, yeah, well, then why do we get to heaven? Bro, how did anybody on this earth ever get to heaven? How? Though they died. Do you understand that? There was never a fucking rapture when motherfuckers just disappeared and went to heaven. Never. Except for Enoch and a couple of other people, right? Something like that, right? And Elijah or something. All right. They were the only people that shit was literally ever going to happen to. Like, ever. Like, listen to what I'm saying. Like, ever. If it ain't even happening for the Israelites, how the fuck is it happening for y'all? Y'all niggas ain't disappearing nowhere. Understand? And it tells you that you was going to tread here 42 months, right? Without a temple. This is why when it said measure not. You need to understand in the Bible, okay? We're going to go to Revelations chapter 11, okay? Revelations chapter 11, because I gotta show you the difference. When it used the word measure, okay? Come on, right there. All right, baby. I want you to see this real quick. Okay, so it's verse 2, okay? You see that right there? It says, but the court which is without temple, leave out, and measure it not. For it is given unto the Gentiles, which means judge it not, man. You ever see when the Lord talks about measuring something, measure your faith, measure this. Bro, he's kind of tell you to, like, judge your faith, like cast judgment upon your faith, right? These are the things when it's saying measure, okay? This is having to do with the judgment. So it's saying measure not here. It also said do no violence to the stranger. Why? Because they are Gentiles, okay? So we're not judging Gentiles. We're leaving that here because they don't have a temple. So because they don't have a temple, we're going to leave that alone because it's given to the Gentiles. And that shall tread underfoot 40 and 2 months. So the same 40 and 2 months we're in the wilderness, they're going to be getting judged down here by their people. Their people. I don't know if y'all get that. That's what this shit mean. But dude, if y'all niggas is still too dumb to understand the explanation of it, because this is all I can give you. You can't break it down no more than this, fool. I mean, I can actually, because of the fact that where it says, man, when it's saying leave out all that, I done did that in the other video, okay? So we're going to leave that video. I already did that, like I said. So since I did that video already, I don't need to do this. All I got to do is just drop it. And I'll go back and connect all the dots and all that. But like I said some of these videos is too, I don't know, man. They too educational, and I feel like a nigga that just dropped a real hot album with no copyright shit. You feel me? Like this shit is able for somebody to just pick up on and say, oh yeah, look what I found, guys. Till I fucking 96,000 people and shit. Now all of a sudden they the motherfucker. I might have to come take their ass the fuck out. I'm telling Lord like this right now. You let this shit go down like this, bro. I ain't playing this game, dog. Niggas gonna be dying. If the cops is coming for me, then I guess the whole gig is up then. The whole gig is up. Why do you think he been hounding me for so long anyway? So none of you niggas could try to steal my fucking message. You feel me? So why am I practicing up here? Because it gotta come with exercise amongst the public and the proof being in the pudding at the same time. But it's coming with, okay, Lord, you gotta copyright this shit. I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all niggas steal my information, I'm gonna dead you your whole fucking family, nigga. You steal my fucking info, you steal my, you understand? This is my lecture over here. My curriculum. This is mine. I'm unfolding this curriculum. Nobody else got sent to do this. Okay? This is why I kept telling him, I said, hold up. You telling me you giving somebody else? I told him, I said, Lord, if somebody else, I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, if it is, it probably can only be one other person. Because if it is, then that's just telling me something. And I ain't even going like that too much either, but it ain't because of the fact they got the same info. It's the fact that we both gonna fucking die, nigga. And we gonna be together. But the thing is, it's like, I just was telling Lord, like, Lord, if somebody really gonna pop up with this message, and now I ain't, that's why now he's saying there's so much more information. Because even if y'all try to steal this shit, and you lead these people so far, he gonna trap you and all those motherfuckers. Y'all gonna get stuck. I'm telling you right now. So I wouldn't suggest trying to steal this content. Do you understand me? Christ gonna punish you, and I'm telling you, bro, niggas gonna find you. Where about all that shit gonna go down, bro? You are not gonna fuck up the Most High's orchestration. You understand? I'm telling you, so it ain't. That's what I'm saying. It ain't nobody else that can bring this message. But that's why I said I'm holding back on a lot of stuff, because I'm like, God's telling me ain't no reason to be fearful of that, because it's his message. He's going to do what he wish with it anyway, right? But I'm like, Lord, come on, man. You worked the hell out of me. You done gave these niggas all this and that and the third. How dare you let them steal this? If that's what I want to do, I do it. All right, well, then kill me too. Go ahead. Go ahead, dog. Do it. Because I told you, I'm not here to look like a fool. The first, I get the humiliation part, right? Humiliation and be humble and all that stuff. I get it, right? But I'm talking about, I don't want to look like a false prophet, bro. I don't want to look like a false prophet. The first time I got to look like a false prophet. I mean, people probably going to think that off the bat, right? I mean, I get that. That's one thing. But I'm talking about like me being wrong about what you telling me. That's why he ain't telling me nothing. He ain't told me nothing wrong yet. Everything I've been able to come run and find the shit. So I'm like, all right, well, But you know what? The crazy part is, how can I still be saying this to God? Like, Lord, if you don't do this, I'm done. And he ain't never been wrong. But that's why I've been telling y'all he ain't never been wrong. But I still go through this in the background because I've been like, man, he keep telling me this new stuff. I'm like, what? Now this, bro. Oh, my God. You know it. And then you're going, and guess what? Guess what? I'm always thinking how hard of a task you going to make it on me. He ain't worrying about that because apparently to him, he know this ain't going to be hard. But for me, to see everything you throwing on there, I'm like, hey, he like, yeah, and that. Like, what's next, man? What's next, man? What is next? I mean, why don't you just, I already told him, take over the host and walk on water already. Just do it. Because I don't want to know what's next anymore. I just show these niggas something. Show them through me. Because if it's just still text, these niggas ain't waking the fuck up, man. They're not paying attention. You know these dumbasses want to see a miracle be performed? You know what I mean? The only miracle I'm going to perform is proving that I cannot be shadow banned anymore. That's literally going to be a miracle for me. Because y'all know damn well this channel would never go nowhere if it wasn't for Christ. I'm telling you that right now. So if this bitch blows up, just know that, oh, you finally did it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I told you it was gonna happen, and I told you who was gonna do it. I don't mean you did shit. Nah, shut up. You feel me? I'm literally waiting on something here, and I'm tired of looking like a fool. Like this shit ain't gonna pan out, right? I can't tell you for sure, bro. Number one, I can't even think that it ain't gonna pan out because I'm stuck doing it, stuck finding out new shit. Nigga, the shit's panning out. You feel me? It just ain't looking like it for y'all because y'all ain't behind the scenes with it all. Would you be able to be around me for a while, you'll see what I'm saying. But other than that, man, I don't know what to tell y'all. Besides, stay tuned, man. Till next time, it's your boy Don Cluminati. So we out. Peace. One love.
Ain't no war outside. I don't believe it though. I don't believe it though.